Hello end users and welcome back to the Retro Game Shelf. This video it's not going to be a sort of a normal thing. I mean, I've all but effectively stopped doing anything to do with videos on YouTube because I just can't be bothered anymore. But this is not about that. This is about Maplin and how it's gone. I just finished work, drove home, thought I'd stop at a little shopping centre thing because I needed to get some bits for my car. In that little retail park area is a Maplin's, which I thought had already closed down, but it hasn't. It is closing down, I think, today. So I saw the doors open and I thought, I'll go in, see what I can get. And the place is bare. Absolutely bare. There's nothing left. Maplin's is all but gone. As of I think today, ours is closing down in Worcester. They're doing these bags full of stuff, just giant bags, just full of stuff. They're just pulling stuff off the shelves and shoving it into bags, and then labelling them up for a tenner and a fiver. So I've got one £5 bag and one £10 bag, and we're going to look through and see what we get. The £5 bag should be full of cables. The £10 bag should be full of other crap. And then I'll just talk a bit about Maplins and all that sort of stuff. So today I went into Maplins and I left Maplins for the very last time. Yeah, it's kind of sad really. I always used Maplins a lot. People say that they were very expensive and all their stuff was overpriced, and that's why they've gone out of business. And that is true, because everything they sold that other places sold, it seemed more expensive in Maplins, like hard drives, even plug sockets, like gangways and stuff like that. Oh, they were just ridiculously overpriced at Maplins. Graphics cards, keyboards, mice, everything was just really expensive at Maplins. And you can understand that being a brick and mortar store, but it was really expensive online as well, which is quite ridiculous. But the one thing that Maplins was very, very useful for was bits, just like bits. I always used to go there to get soldering bits. You can get solder, you could get soldering irons, you could get stands, you could get everything that you needed. Any type of screw, any type of cable, anything. If you needed to repair a cable, you could get all the bits from Maplins. If you needed to repair anything, I even used to get bits for my car from Maplins, because some of the stuff was really useful for repairing little intricate parts on a car. But the only place now to go to is Amazon and Amazon Prime things, and it's just not the same. It's just not the same as going into a shop, going to the little soldering section, for example, and then going, what do I want? I want this, 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 and all this, and then take it all, and then you may never use it, but if you need to one day, for example, say, I don't know, your rabbits chew through a cable because they got into a room that they weren't supposed to get into and just decided to chew things up, for example. This has actually happened, by the way. So you need to repair your cables. Maplins has got everything you need. Everything you need. You'll be paying quite a bit for it, but it's got everything you need. So Maplins is going to be missed. I know a lot of people are going to miss Maplins. I'm going to miss Maplins. Yeah, Maplins is no more, which is a real shame, because I used to use them quite a lot. And it would be nice if another store, another large retail chain, maybe even under the Maplin name, would open up and cater solely to that sort of stuff, like the tinkering stuff, soldering stuff, even welding stuff, anything like that, just bits for fixing stuff, because things need to be fixed. Forced obsolescence is not a good thing, and too many people like to think that it is. Like, loads of people will just, like this phone, the amount of times I've repaired this phone, loads of people will just, oh, it's broken, I'll buy another one. But no, you take the back off, even though you're not supposed to, and it'll void the warranty. Who cares? Repair it. It's a perfectly good working thing. If it goes wrong, buy the parts, repair it. It's not difficult. It's most of the time it's pretty cheap, and it's easy. With the internet nowadays, you can just find tutorials for anything, and then go to Maplin and get the parts. Nice and easy. But no, I mean, it's partly well, mostly the prices, because it was just ridiculous, the amount they used to charge. But I'd imagine partly it's because people would rather just buy a new thing than repair the old thing. If you see what I mean? What we're going to do now is we're going to get into these bags. These bags, and see what's in them. So the first one is the £5 bag. These are very heavy. The £5 bag. This one. And the next one is a £10 bag. So let's do it. Oh boy. Right. The camera position may be different, but that's because I've just like properly destroyed these bags. The first one I opened normally, the second one is destroyed. So we're looking at the £5 bag. This is a £5 bag of cables, according to Maplin. So let's have a look what's in there. £5. Oh my god! £5 bag of cables. So USB to a USB to mini cable. Useful. A DisplayPort to mini DisplayPort adapter. Useful. Twin phono cables. Not so useful. A USB to a USB A to B cable. Not useful at all. A black USB 3 to micro B cable. That can be useful in some cases. We've got a VGA cable, a value VGA cable. That probably costs like a £5 in Maplin at one point. No good. Another DisplayPort to mini DisplayPort adapter. Another DisplayPort to mini DisplayPort adapter. I think I've made my money back already, to be honest. Oh. Another DisplayPort to mini DisplayPort adapter. Another DisplayPort to mini DisplayPort adapter. Another USB A to B cable. And another. And another. Oh, and another phono cable. And another DisplayPort to mini DisplayPort adapter. I'm feeling, sort of feeling like a waste of money. A 30 pin to USB, oh, Samsung to USB. I don't own any Samsung devices that would use that. Another micro B cable. Another USB A cable. Another Samsung cable. They've just stuck at the same shelf, haven't they? Another one of them. USB USB mini. Not useful really, nothing uses it anymore. A USB to USB. That would be quite useful. DVI to VGA. Again, not really useful. 1, 2, 3 DisplayPort to mini DisplayPort adapter. 1, 2, 3. DVI to VGA. This ain't going well. This is not going well. They saw me coming, I reckon. USB A to B. USB to USB. Probably the most useful thing in there. Micro B cable. A VGA extension. That is a bloody long cable. That is quite useful. That will be quite useful to someone. It's a female to male, so just an extender. VGA extension cable. I imagine Maplin would have sold that for £30 at one point, so that's worth the £5 in anybody's book. Right, these are the last few things. We've got, guess what it is? A DisplayPort to mini DisplayPort adapter. Don't know who needs this many. And another loose DisplayPort to mini DisplayPort adapter. Something different. What, some of their computer DIY stuff, which is what I really wanted. A 3-pin power cable splitter. And another. And a third one. See, that's what they were useful for, the little computer accessories for fixing things. And then another A to B one. So that was a bit of a flop. I do like the VGA extension, not that I can use it. Let's move on to the £10 bag, shall we? This was not advertised as a bag of cables. This was advertised as a goodie bag. So let's see what goodies we've got. A 5-pin DIN cable. Have a look at this. It's a MIDI cable, isn't it? Yeah. That's pretty good for MIDI stuff. I imagine that's worth quite a bit, maybe. I don't really know. I'm not into my audio that well. I do like my music, but I'm not into that much. What's this? Dividers. Oh, it's for like a toolbox. Dividers for a toolbox. That could come in useful at some point. Ah, yeah, now we're talking SCART. A SCART cable. SCART cables nowadays are completely useless, especially SCART to SCART. Is what it is, isn't it? It's a SCART cable. A mouse! A little dinky mouse. That's worth it. No, it's not worth a tenner. It's probably sold for a tenner at one point. Let's rip this box open. Do I rip this box open? Well, I can see another one, so I might as well rip this box open and have a look what the mouse is like. Oh, it's bloody tiny. The titchy weeny thing. So, it's just, I'd do the trick, wouldn't it? It's a little mouse. And yeah, like I said, another one. We do have some DIY stuff in here. Got a SATA extension cable, which is, oh, very useful. I do need some of those. What the hell? Rubber feet. Rubber feet! Now those are useful. I will be using those. Rubber feet. You can stop door slamming and all sorts. Oh, I dropped something. Molex to SATA. Ooh. All that. That's a useful piece of kit. Molex to SATA. Yeah. Good work, Maplin. Regulated 9-volt AC and DC power. Oh, yes! Yes, this is what we're talking. Regulated 9-volt power adapter with all these different connectors. That is useful. I'm glad I bought this bag. This makes up for the other one as well. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good thing, that is. This is the bag where we've got all the goodies. A to B cable. This thing, what's this? Rechargeable battery. Oh, yes! A 9-volt battery recharger. Now that's useful. That's very useful. That could go in a smoke alarm. A G4 ceramic lamp holder. Not quite sure what this is. Anybody can enlighten me as to what this is? I can't say I've ever used one. It's that. Oh, wire. Useful. Wire. 10 euro meter metrics of it. I don't do metric, I'm very stubborn. Oh, some more rubber feet. Maplin. Oh. TV FM aerial combination socket. You might find a use for it one day. eBay might like it. Oh, and another. What's this? What's this thing? An E14 lamp holder. Okay, I know what this is. Used to use these at school. When you made like a series and parallel socket, you could put a bulb in there, wire stuff to it, and the bulb lights up. I could use that, I suppose. Make my own lamp. 3 metre VGA cable. It's about a foot, isn't it? Triple phono component. Oh, component cables. Component audio cables, yeah. Audio. Component phono cables. Wobbly. Now we have another recharger. So, I've got a battery for upstairs and downstairs a smoke alarm. And 4 slots for spare. No reason. Bloody loads in here. I made sure I picked the biggest bags as well. Oh yeah, screws. 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 They will work for, I think, yeah, it says on the back, floppy and CD drives. Yeah. Useful screws. I realise a lot of this is in the light. This is a Molex to, yeah. SATA cable. SATA power cable. Good stuff. Another one. What's that? That is a 4-pin, isn't it? Yes, 12 volt 4-pin cable. Oh, a grill for a fan. See, this is the sort of stuff that Maplin sell. Little tiny bits. This would probably be about $3.99 at Maplin, which is a lot of money. But if you needed this, you could go to Maplin and buy it. I mean, where else could you buy something like this? Amazon. That's it, pretty much. Maplin or Amazon. Maplin, you go, oh no, what have I done? I keep getting my finger in my fan. I need a finger guard for my fan. I know, I'll go to Maplin. $3.99, nice and easy, not going to put my finger in my fan anymore. Or you go to Amazon and go, oh, I've got to wait for that. It's going to be here tomorrow. How am I going to use my computer? Because my finger keeps getting stuck in the fan. PCI Express power connector could be useful. ATA and SATA power connector. Another one of those sockets. A SATA extension cable, that is useful to me. Very useful. I've just seen something that may be quite interesting and I don't know what it is. Another bulb thing. I could make a whole fucking Christmas tree at this point. Another one of them. There's another SATA adapter. Another extension cable. What are these? Mainboard testing switches. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Little set of testing switches. Yeah, that's pretty cool. What's this big thing? This is a car accessory thing. What is this? Inline socket for a cigarette plug lighter. Ah! So you can wire up a cigarette lighter in your car. So instead of it being a cigarette lighter, a wire comes out of it, I guess. I think that's what that's for. Another one of those ceramic lamp holders. Another SATA extender. And then this thing. Big battery, what is it? Super heavy duty. Product of Hollyland Group, Hong Kong. What is it? Is it a battery? Do you know? It is a battery. 9 volt. I don't know what this is. 6 volt. I'm kind of scared of this. I don't know what it is. It's a big battery. What would it be used for? Somebody help me out with this. What is this and what would it be used for? It's a fairly big battery. It rattles. I don't know if I should be rattling it, but it rattles. It's got loads of warnings on it. It's a battery. Someone help. A USB A to B cable. A USB extension cable. A useful cable. 3 meters. What's that, about a yard? Is that about a yard? 3 meters? A mouse. Christmas tree. Gonna make a Christmas tree. Getting to the bottom of the bag now. We've got some more dividers and separators. Oh, what are these? 4 single pin lights. No. They're lines. They're holes. Yeah. I can't say I'd find any use for those. More wire. Black wire. Useful stuff. Oh my god. They've literally just grabbed a whole peg's worth of stuff. Like, there's another one of those bowls for a start, and then all these 3 wiring up things for your car, cigarette lighter. They're all together, so they've literally just gone. They've been on the peg like that, and they've gone. Yeah, just grab all of them, shove them in the bag, and finally, a very useful thing. Other than that, and all of those, we have a casa. I didn't realise, I thought it was only Maplin branded stuff, but apparently not. SSD to hard disk drive mounting kit. Fits 2 notebook drives into a PC case. 2.5 SSD and hard disk drive compatible, 100% aluminium for rapid heat dissipation. Fits in a 3.5-inch PC bay. That I will use. I have one of these. And now I got another, which I will be using. Cheers, Maplin. That's the bag empty, by the way. I think. 1 empty bag. 2 empty bags. See, it's such a shame that the only time that I ever got a bargain from Maplin is the day they close. All of this stuff I've just listed. Yeah, some useful stuff there. I might go back later and get another bag. And that's 15 quid, that's plenty spent. I mean, a lot of this is just crap. Yeah. There's some useful stuff there. But anyway, yeah, Maplin's. That's the last time I will ever go into Maplin's. All of their branded stuff, like all the graphics cards, all the cases, all the hard drives, everything branded is gone. Other than, obviously, the odd thing left over. Nearly all the branded stuff is gone. All they've got left is the Maplin stuff. All of the little DIY stuff's gone as well, like the soldering stuff. There's nothing left. It's really sad. I'm gonna miss Maplin. I used to use it, like I said, a lot. Yeah, that's it. Last time I will ever go into a Maplin. Got some useful stuff this time, and a bargain. So last time I'll ever go into a bargain. Last time I'll ever go into a Maplin, and the first time Maplin have ever given me a bargain. Yep, gonna miss you, Maplin. Now, I would end this video by saying, stay tuned for future videos. I plan on doing this. I plan on doing a history of The Getaway, which I do have planned, and I started writing up and all of that junk. But, you know, not going to do it because what's the point? YouTube's completely pointless these days. I used to enjoy doing it. I used to enjoy people actually seeing my stuff and watching it. That not a lot of people ever did. But people seem to like the history of, like the 2 that I did, Destruction Derby and Burnout. People seem to like those. Yeah. What are your memories of Maplin? Do you have a Maplin in your area? Have you never heard of Maplin? And some people may not even live in a country where Maplin exists. If you think about it as, I think the American equivalent may be like a Radio Shack, I don't know. Is that a thing? Is that a thing that sounds like DIY stuff? Like soldering bits and wires and cables and the sort of stuff you just saw down... It's down there, trust me. The sort of stuff you just saw me put out of a bag. Just that sort of stuff is what they sell. Just useful things. For people who like to be useful. Or, in my case, for bone idle people. Yeah. What are your memories of Maplin? Thanks for watching. I will catch you in the next video? Maybe?